Greetings on this solemn Memorial Day, May the 25th, 2026. Thank you for joining us for Denison Forum's Daily Article Podcast. I'm Chris Elkins, narrating today's daily article, authored by co-founder Dr. Jim Denison. Christians are used to our religious holidays being preempted for secular purposes. In American culture, Easter is more about colored eggs and bunnies than the empty tomb and risen Lord. Thanksgiving is more about food and football than faith and gratitude. Christmas is more about the coming of Santa Claus than the coming of Jesus Christ. Other religions have not suffered such a fate in our society. Many Muslims begin their Hajj pilgrimage to Mecca today, but no revision of this pillar of Islam has emerged in secular society. Observant Jews completed Shavuot yesterday, commemorating the revelation of the Torah at Mount Sinai, but there's no secular version. Nonetheless, it is unsurprising that Christian holy days would become secular holidays in a post-Christian and even anti-Christian culture. But we should be surprised that even a secular holiday has been secularized as well. On May the 5th, 1868, an organization of Union veterans issued the Memorial Day Act, formally establishing a day when the nation would remember its Civil War dead and decorate their graves with flowers. After World War I, the day was expanded to honor those who died in all American wars. The Uniform Monday Holiday Act, enacted in 1968 and effective in 1971, designated Memorial Day a national holiday and moved it to the last Monday in May. Its singular purpose was to call the nation each year to remember those who died in military service to our nation. But if recent years are any indication, not much will be done today to fulfill that purpose. Many Americans conflate Memorial Day with Veterans Day and think they are intended to fly flags and feel patriotic sentiments in honor of all our military. Many will not even be this reflective, spending today as the unofficial beginning of summer with backyard barbecues and similar holiday activities. It is especially ironic that a day intended to commemorate the sacrifice of our military heroes has been sacrificed in this way. There is a spiritual lesson here for us, one that transcends the day and its history. In The Problem of Pain, C.S. Lewis writes, quote, "From the moment a creature becomes aware of God as God and of itself as self, the terrible alternative of choosing God or self for the center is open to it." End quote. However, there is a third option. We can choose God so He will return the favor. We can serve Him so He will serve us. We can pray so He will provide, read His Word so He will reward us, and worship Him on Sunday so He'll bless us on Monday. There is a paradoxical level to this transactional trap. If we love God for no reason except that He is worthy of our worship and serve Him only out of gratitude for His grace, such unconditional commitment positions us to experience His best for us in reference to Matthew 6, verse 33. This is not a prosperity gospel, but the logical consequence of trusting an all-knowing, all-loving, all-powerful Father who must only and always want what is best for us. However, this fact makes transactionalism even more attractive when practiced with conscious humility and a subliminal expectation of divine reward for such selflessness. The only way out of this box that I know is to admit it to God and to ourselves, and then to do all we can to forget it. The more we focus on the Lord, the less room we have to focus on ourselves, and thus the less margin to consider the consumerism latent in such faithfulness. To cite C.S. Lewis again, humility is not thinking less of ourselves, it's thinking of ourselves less. Every man and woman who joins the U.S. military takes an oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. And all are willing to die to fulfill this oath. I will always remember hearing a former Navy SEAL comment on the annual Army-Navy game, "Every person on this field is willing to die for every person in the stands." Our fallen heroes considered their country worthy of their lives by giving what Abraham Lincoln called the last full measure of devotion. The best way I know to honor them is to do what a wounded veteran once asked of me: make this country worthy of such sacrifice. The best way I can do that is to love my Lord and my neighbor with such selfless devotion that each receives my best each day. And the best way I can do that is to submit my life every day to the empowering and transforming Spirit of God, noted by Ephesians 5, verse 18. Yesterday was Pentecost Sunday, marking the day early Christians were filled with the Spirit, announced in Acts 2, verse 4, and launched a spiritual movement that changed the world as described in Acts 17, verse 6. If America's Christians were to experience Pentecost each day, could we see such a movement in our nation? In light of the sacrifices we remember today, can we do any less? I know of no better commentary on Memorial Day than Jesus' declaration in John 15, verse 13, "Greater love has no one than this, that someone lay down his life for his friends." How will you demonstrate such love today? Note, for more on today's theme, please see my latest website article, "Are We Celebrating or Commemorating the Forgotten Origin of Memorial Day?" Listeners like you support Denison Forum's mission to deliver news discerned differently. As a ministry nonprofit, we are fully donor supported. To partner with us, please donate today using the donate link in our show notes.